One of the things I love about us Brits is our spirit of generosity.
If I can give back to somebody who had a similar struggle to my own, then that's what I'd like to do.
Last year, nearly 3/4 of us gave to charity. But what if you had the chance to go back and relive moments from your past?
I wish I was 18 again.
I'm expecting Mum and Dad to walk out now and say hello, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Moments which would inspire you to want to help someone today.
I want to give back to those people that are going through that I went through in the beginning.
If I can give something to somebody else that will change their lives, I'd really love to.
Fantastic. Someone who had no idea this life-changing windfall was coming.
I have got potentially her dream in my hand.
How are you feeling?
Nervous.
There'll be surprises. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
With acts of generosity that will change people's lives.
We're all crying.
Do you need hugs?
Yeah, thanks. Forever.
Somebody that just does that for people, it's just amazing. It really is.
This is going back, giving back. Today we're going back to the late 1940s to hear a tale of unbelievable success. The story of how one man escaped conflict and poverty and against all the odds turned his life around. How did a man from India without a penny to his name become one of Britain's most successful businessmen?
I started with just £2 capital, a typewriter, and somebody had given me the second-hand desk.
What is motivating him to want to give back to someone who needs a leg up today?
I started my journey from a refugee camp, and I was given a lot of help by good people.
Can he help an ambitious young fashion designer who's struggling to achieve her dream?
I'm concentrating on what I'm doing, and I find it hard sometimes to do that when the kids are around and they're making so much noise.
And there's an air of excitement as we prepare for the big moment. So how are you feeling?
Oh, well, I'm really excited, looking forward to meeting her and to trying to surprise her.
With a gift that will transform her life.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy.
Yes,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank you.
Today I'm meeting an exceptional man who started life in a refugee camp and is living proof that you should never give up on your dreams. When he arrived in the UK in the early 70s, he literally had nothing, but his entrepreneurial spirit took over. And 45 years later, he now runs several successful businesses. What's more, he's collected quite a few accolades over the years, even a couple from Her Majesty the Queen. I'm looking forward to meeting him. On the outskirts of Middlesex lives 69-year-old family man Dr. Ramy Ranger, CBE. He's married with 3 grown-up children and 4 grandchildren. Hello. How are you?
Very well.
Very nice to see you. Ramy started his first business in a shed with just £2, a typewriter and a borrowed desk. Today, nearly 30 years later, he owns 2 multi-million-pound companies. Thank you so much for inviting me into your lovely home.
You're very welcome.
So, go on, tell me, what's motivating you to want to give something back today?
Very simple. You know, I have a very humble background. I started my journey from a refugee camp, and I was given a lot of help by good people. And because of their generosity and their help, I am where I am today.
And where Ramy is today is a far cry from his tough start in life in a refugee camp in India. But in 1971, aged 23, Ramy came to Britain to make a new life for himself. He arrived here with great expectations.
Because I had that perception that Britain, you know, is a fantastic, rich country, roads are paved with gold, money grows on tree. It would be just one beautiful life.
But he soon discovered the reality. And what happened when you got here?
Oh, it was a cultural shock. And I had no idea how hard you have to work just to make ends meet.
Ramy quickly realized life in Britain wasn't the stuff of his dreams, and finding work was a challenge.
And wherever I went, people said, do you have an experience? I had no experience. And then eventually I got a job as a car cleaner. Then one fine morning I was walking home and I saw one fast food chain. There was a board, chef required, no experience required. So I said, at least if I get a job here, I'll work indoors in warmth. Yep. So I got a job, 35p an hour as a chef.
35p an hour?
So a lot of money in those days, yes. So I worked very hard.
Ramy worked incredibly hard. Starting as a chef of a fried chicken fast food restaurant, he was quickly promoted to area manager. But his ambitions didn't stop there. A few years later, he opened his own corner shop. And then in 1987, just 16 years after arriving in Britain, he started his own export company. Today, he has 2 shipping companies that transport household items all over the world. And they're turning over millions. Ramy has gone from having nothing to being one of the UK's most successful businessmen.
So you've decided that you want to help somebody who maybe has that sort of entrepreneurial spirit inside them?
If I could help, some youngster with circumstances like mine, who knows? There are so many people out there with dreams, ambitions, and if I can, in my humble way, I can help them. So that's what I try to do, to repay my debt to society from where I benefited so much.
Well, I think it's a wonderful thing you're doing. In order for you to give back, though, I think that first we need to go back, if you don't mind.
Indeed.
So no time like the present. Let's go for it, shall we?
Let's go for it. Okay. Thank you.
You lead the way.
Thank you.
We're hoping that by taking Ramy on this trip down memory lane, it'll remind him of how far he's come and spur him on even more to want to help someone.
So do you have any idea where we're going on this journey next?
No idea. Take me somewhere I might have some association.
Yeah, you've definitely got an association with the place we're going.
Of course he does. We're taking Ramy back to West London, to the site of his first business venture, where his entrepreneurial spirit began to pay off. And it's a world away from where he started life.
What was the political situation like when you were born?
Well, when I was born, there was a division of India on the basis of religion.
Ramy was born at a time of great political and religious turmoil. In 1947, India gained independence from Britain. It was split in 2, with the west side becoming Pakistan and majority Muslim, and the east becoming the Republic of India and majority Hindu and Sikh. What followed was a bloody civil war, and it's estimated that up to 1 million people died in riots.
Trains crowded with refugees make their way to the east as the fanatical hatred between Sikh and Muslim takes heavy toll of life and property.
At the time, Ramy's father was a prominent lawyer, and he opposed this partition.
My father was assassinated because he was against the partition of India.
Sadly, Ramy never met his father. His mother was 7 months pregnant with him when his dad became a victim of this bloodshed. He tried to help some students who were protesting against the partition when he was attacked.
So he was assassinated by fanatics?
By fanatics. My father was already a marked man because he made so many speeches against the partition and warned them of the consequences of religious disharmony. And he said, if you create something on the basis of hatred, you will never be able to remove that base.
Right.
I was born 2 months after the assassination.
Goodness me.
So then my mother fled. We were 8 children, 7 brothers and 1 sister.
That must have been so tough for her.
Very tough, very tough.
Ramy's mother and her 8 children fled to the Indian side with nothing. Ramy was just a month old. Their only option was to head straight to a refugee camp. Their predicament was a far cry from the elevated status they'd had back home.
My mother was very intelligent. She had brought my father's certificates, press cuttings, paper to demonstrate, what we were and what we have become.
Goodness me.
So she presented that to the chief minister. The person was very much impressed with the sacrifice of my father trying to save students. So they allotted us a free house. He said, you can have a free house. And then he said, all your children will study free.
It was this generosity shown by selfless people towards Ramy and his family that's always stayed with him and motivated him to want to help others.
So some people will be so kind. We got back to, you know, a reasonable standard of life because of the generosity of so many people. So that's how it is. Giving is good. You know, we can make a difference.
So that's stayed with you since childhood then, really, isn't it?
You know, if you can help somebody, you will never be short of anything. You will still get a lot of peace of mind and a lot of satisfaction that you have been able to make a difference to, and people remember.
Remembering his humble beginnings and what he's been through is certainly having an effect on Ramy and reminding him how much in debt he is to some very kind people. But it's about to get even more emotional.
Oh, this brings back memories.
Really?
Yes. This brings back memory.
What memories does it bring him back?
Well, this is my warehouse used to be here. Park Avenue. Yeah, it's just up there. Oh, I see. You're bringing back to my roots.
This is where it all started taking off, yeah?
Yes, it's all started taking on industrial area. There it is. You see that the roof?
Yeah.
Because we built a little mezzanine. You know, there was no office. So that is where we sat, in that roof. Oh, those were the days. There's such a small warehouse here, and we were really fighting to get the cargo out so we could get more in. It was a disaster. Yeah. So many, because you know, so many times we couldn't take the deliveries in.
Brilliant.
We've arrived in Park Royal, West London, a district of warehouse businesses. So is this bringing back memories for you?
Oh, this brings back memories. This is my humble beginning. This is the place. I must salute this place.
This is the warehouse where Ramy's export business really took off 29 years ago.
This is the first freehold property which I bought. So this is a, you know, mother of my business.
I love the smile on your face.
Yes, yes. You know, we were so excited when we first bought it. We felt like King of Arabia, that hey, we got a freehold property for us.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Should we go in?
So let's go in.
Come on.
Yep.
Now a pet food wholesaler, it was here that Ramy's long-held dream of entrepreneurial success was finally becoming a reality.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This was my warehouse.
It was a step up from his first premises.
I'm so pleased to be here. I never ever thought I'll ever be coming back. Yes.
So it's a busy place today as well, isn't it?
It's an amazing place. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Look at this. My office used to be up there.
Okay.
We used to load containers. Unbelievable. We felt like king, you know, when we had our own warehouse.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, I tell you.
How long were you here for?
We were there for nearly 2 years.
Right.
Yes.
So when you were here, you started with nothing, really?
Well, my beginning was I started with just £2 capital, a typewriter, and somebody had given me the second-hand desk, office desk.
Ramy used these modest tools to start his export business from a small rented self-storage unit, which he called his shed, a mile from here. He was there for 2 years before upgrading premises.
This is the first warehouse which I bought from a shed. You have no idea how much I had to struggle. My own bank manager refused to finance the property. So I went to another bank manager and he looked at the plan. He said, oh, it's an over-ambitious plan. I don't think the bank can support it.
Despite these knockbacks, Ramy never gave up, even when he was refused by a third bank. It took a fourth attempt to finally get what he wanted.
I walked to another bank, so the bank manager came out. He said, how soon you want the loan? Quickly.
Wow.
I said, within 7 days. And we got the loan, we got the property.
Wow.
And I went back to this guy. I said, you know, in our country, we touch somebody's feet as a mark of respect. So let me touch your feet. He said, why? Because you have done me a greatest favor.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the road to progress.
Absolutely brilliant.
And if you did not finance me, I wouldn't have been going to the next step.
He was now his own boss of an albeit modest operation. Ramy's freight forwarding company shipped consumer goods to Africa, the Middle East and the Caribbean. They could be anything from beds, stereos, chandeliers, and even the odd black cab.
So who else was part of the company when you were
Well,
here?
we only had staff of 2.
Oh, okay.
Yes, when we started, me and another guy who worked as a driver, and then we were able to get a secretary. It was very happy days here, I must say, because this was a very lucky place for us. The business kept growing, and we were able to manage our own affairs.
So without this place, you wouldn't have expanded. You wouldn't be the company you are now.
This is the mother of my companies.
Oh.
Yes, you know, from here, now I have warehouses, nearly 100,000 square feet. I mean, this was just 4,500 square feet to 100,000 square feet.
This unit is a fraction of the size of the warehouse that Ramy uses for his businesses today.
Thank God that this property opened the door for me.
Brilliant. And being here now, has it reinforced that feeling in you that you want to help other people?
I do, because it's very important. Somebody helped me, yes, and look where I am. So there you are. This is an amazing place to be here again.
Should we head off?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Come in.
Coming up, we've been on the hunt for someone with the entrepreneurial spirit that we hope will strike a chord with Ramy. And we think we've found them. She's an ambitious mum who's juggling looking after her young family with getting her business off the ground. She thinks we're making a programme about aspiring entrepreneurs. She has no idea the real reason behind Ramy's visit and that she could be in for a life-changing gift. While Ramy had the vision and conviction to build his enterprise into a multinational company, he had a lot of people supporting and advising him. There was one person in particular who was there in the early days.
This used to be your old cafe, yeah?
Yes, we used to come and have our lunch here sometime, or bring our clients here.
And
oh my goodness, it's all changed now.
You might recognise that man.
Oh, of course, of course. This is a gentleman. How are you, sir?
Ramy's accountant, Shuza. He's here with his wife, Tajali. Ramy and Shuza haven't seen each other for 10 years.
I think a long time.
Long time, 10, 12 years.
Has he changed at all?
He's getting younger.
Yes.
Oh.
Who was the first person to guide me?
Really?
Yes. He was the guy who told me, go your own way, do your own thing.
Did he give you lots of advice?
With lots of good advice, lots of good advice. Be straight and don't do any creative accountancy.
We'll have a little sit down and have a cup of coffee, shall we?
Very good.
Shuza was Ramy's accountant and financial advisor when he set up his company, and for the first 6 years.
So, you know, when you were working together, was it all work or was there a bit of downtime, a bit of play as well?
It was work plus family relationship.
We knew his in-laws, and we just liked each other. It's as simple as that.
Because, you know, because we were totally novice. We had no idea of business, no idea of finance. We had nothing. We just started. We wanted somebody who will give us like a brotherly advice and guidance and everything. So that's where we gelled. Yeah. We had a very straightforward, serious business, and we were growing at that time. The only thing funny was our own lives. We were working all the hours.
And I've been in accountancy business for nearly 40 years. Gosh, long time. And I have seen few ups and downs in my life, from client's point of view and from my personal point of view as well. But it does give me a lot of pleasure to see people going forward full speed.
Yeah.
Because that's how the world should be.
What I like about this story particularly as well is that he hasn't forgotten his humble beginnings either.
No, he will never forget it.
No, can't forget.
You can't forget your past.
How do you feel about Ramy going back and giving back?
We have a duty. Duty, if whatever we have, different people will have different skills.
Yeah.
And they can all benefit.
Yes, give back.
This has clearly been quite a nostalgic reunion for Ramy.
No, it's so wonderful. I can't repay you enough for bringing, this is amazing. Today, for me, it's like going to a shrine. Meeting my accountant who put me on the straight road.
Good, I'm glad.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
This is a great surprise. Amazing surprise.
You see, we came just because it was you.
I know. I'm so humble and so grateful. So happy to meet you.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you.
It's really kind.
The journey back to the modest beginnings of where Ramy's business enterprise started has been truly inspiring.
Oh, this brings back memories. This is my humble beginning. This is the place. I must salute this place.
But most importantly, it's made him even more focused.
Being here now, has it reinforced that feeling in you that you want to help other people?
I do, because it's very important. Somebody helped me, yes, and look where I am.
This trip down memory lane has been such an emotional one for Ramy. Thanks to the people who believed in him, he's turned a small business into an international enterprise, an amazing achievement. And he's not forgotten his humble origins. Now he wants to give something back to somebody who needs a helping hand. And I think we found just the person. On a southeast London housing estate in Peckham lives 29-year-old Yutunde with her husband, Monfuru, and 3 young children. Like Ramy, Yutunde came over to the UK. She was born in Nigeria and arrived here as a 9-year-old. And like Ramy, Yutunde is also a grafter. As well as holding down a regular job, looking after the kids and doing all the housework, Yutunde designs and tailor-makes dresses in the confines of her kitchen. She has aspirations of being a fashion designer with her own label, so she has that fighting entrepreneurial spirit Ramy is looking for. With these similarities, we've arranged for them to meet.
I'm going to meet a young lady called Yutunde. She has some very difficult circumstances, but with great ambition. This reminds me of my own circumstances. I had big plans, and I didn't know how to fulfill them.
This meeting is extremely important and could make a huge difference to Yutunde and her family. So let's hope they hit it off, and Ramy feels he can help her.
Good morning. How are you, Yutunde? Ramy, fine. Ranger.
Hiya.
How are you?
Fine. Take a seat. Do you want a cup of coffee, water?
Water will be fine.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yutunde thinks we're making a program about aspiring entrepreneurs. She has absolutely no idea that she could be in line for a gift that would transform her life.
So, good to meet you, and I'm very curious to find out, where did you get this idea to be a fashion designer?
When I was younger, around 7, my auntie, she's a tailor. So I used to sit next to her, I used to watch what she does, and it was fascinating to actually see from cutting to a finished product. And yeah, so I would get the scrap of the fabrics, I'll make dolls' clothes, so I actually quite enjoyed doing things with my hands.
Life of the childhood.
Yeah, I had fashion in me because I actually quite enjoy sketching. I actually quite enjoy making stuff. I'm always happy once I make stuff and I see people wearing it and they're happy about it. So that's what makes me want to go. Yes, satisfaction.
But Yutunde's aspirations to be a fashion designer are fraught with difficulties. As well as having to run after her 3 young children, she also has to care for her husband, Monfuru, who has sickle cell anemia, an incredibly painful and debilitating genetic disease. It means he finds it difficult to work and relies heavily on his wife.
I'm very proud of her because she's a very strong woman.
Yutunde also does all the cooking and cleaning whilst holding down a job as a hospital appointments coordinator to support her young family.
Are you full-time there or part-time?
I was full-time before. I cut it down to 2 days so that I can concentrate on my business and also trying to concentrate on my family as well.
Okay.
Because as my husband's got sickle cell as well, so it's a
your
bit...
husband's sickle cell?
Yeah.
Is it sickle cell anemia?
Anemia,
That's
yeah.
a very painful one.
Yes, it's a very painful one. So
you're
sometimes...
looking after your husband,
yeah.
You're looking after your child,
Like children,
and
yeah.
you're also doing part-time job.
Yeah.
Plus you're trying to
mix
you with your
business work.
Business.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a tough girl.
Yutunde's fighting spirit in the face of all her challenges clearly impresses Ramy, as does her entrepreneurial resolve. Yutunde specialises in designing and making dresses using African prints with modern-day fabrics. Her primary models are her children, Arafat, Alamin, and Amira.
Mum is a very great sewer and she's fantastic. And she makes good clothes for us even when we go to parties.
It takes Yutunde just 3 hours to make a simple dress, but up to a week to make a more complicated bridesmaid dress.
So you already have some customer?
Yeah, some customers.
And are you getting repeat orders?
Yeah, I do get repeat orders.
Well, that's a compliment. When you start getting repeat order, that is a very, very big compliment. That means your product has arrived.
Yutunde's friends were her first clients before she launched her fashion business 6 months ago, but already she's in demand. Just this month, she was paid £700 for her bespoke designs.
Are you making money?
I could say a bit of money, but not what I would love
But
to
you
make
won't be
now.
able to give up your job full time?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. So you make some. But if the business was to grow,
yes, I will.
And I think it will grow now.
Yeah.
So then you can give up your job.
Exactly, that's my aim.
Full time.
Yeah.
I see. That's wonderful. So you don't give up.
Yutunde wants to expand her business, which is already growing. She gets commissions through word of mouth and marketing her designs on social media. But her success is impacting on the whole family.
She makes good clothes, but she fills up the whole kitchen and the sitting room. So me, my brother, my sister, and my dad don't have nowhere to go.
Just like Ramy wanting to build up his business from a shed, Yutunde is struggling to take things forward from her tiny kitchen.
And how's the business progressing now?
Well, I've just started, so I'm looking forward into it progressing into something big in the future. Okay. But right now, I'm working from my kitchen, as you can see.
Yes, no, I can see.
But so
yes. You bring back my memories. I started my business from a shed.
Wow.
Rented shed.
Yeah.
A few years back, and coming to you had taken me back to my old age when I was trying to make success for my business, and a lot of people didn't realize, and a lot of people thought I was just talking,
I know how you feel. Yeah.
It's clear Yutunde's passion and determination are resonating with Ramy and reminding him of his younger self. And making a success of her business will be a huge benefit for the whole family.
I'm going to be very happy because that's what she wants from the beginning. So I'll be very, very happy. As long as she's happy, I'm happy.
What Ramy wants to know now is how Yutunde plans to expand her business and make her dream of being a top fashion designer come true.
What can help you to achieve your ambition?
Advertising.
Yeah.
Loads of my stuff, and I'll need some modelings, and I need space as well. As I kept saying, I know I could do a lot, but without space, sometimes I get frustrated working around here.
I can see everywhere you got your dressing table.
But because I'm determined,
plus you need an atmosphere of work-like atmosphere, not in the house.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes when I'm sewing, I'm in my own world, so I'm concentrating on what I'm doing, and I find it hard sometimes to do that. When the kids are around and they're making so much noise, I have to pick up things for them, do this and do that.
But it's not just space that Yutunde needs. She'd also love some new equipment.
I've wanted to buy an industrial sewing machine. Because you see, these are not strong. I've had to change that machine like twice now.
Because it's not tough enough.
It's not tough enough.
Robust enough.
Yeah, and also if I buy industrial, there's no space to put it around the house.
Sure.
There's no doubt that Ramy has been taken by Yutunde and her passion and ambition to fight against the odds and make it as a fashion designer.
So I think you have a very bright future.
Thank you.
I can see you have a positive attitude.
Thank you.
You are a tough girl. It's been wonderful meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you
All right,
for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. And have a great day.
And you too.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll just show you to the door.
This meeting has been pivotal for both Yutunde and Ramy.
It was such a inspirational experience. It brought back memories. You know, I was once in her situation, but I was actually moved listening to her story, how determined she is, and with all the difficult circumstances surrounding her, she still wants to realize her ambition and want to make a difference.
Ramy sees so much of his younger self in Yutunde. She has that drive and passion he had as a young entrepreneur to build her fashion business and make a name for herself in spite of all her challenges. But deciding whether Yutunde is truly deserving of his help is quite a task, so he's seeking the advice of his business partners, his wife Renu and right-hand man Ray.
I went to see a young lady in Peckham. Her name is Yutunde, and she has extraordinary circumstances. Her husband is not well, so she has to take care of the husband, 3 young kids. She works part-time in hospital. And then on top of that, she has a desire to build her own business. So she makes dresses from her living room, and she's trying to build that business from scratch. So I wanted to know if it'll be all right for us to help her, because she's a very honorable young lady, and she has big plans. So you think we should consider her?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
It's very difficult to start a business, as you know. It's very difficult to get the help from the bank people, for sure. Yeah, I think it's a very good idea, is to have that little bit of pressure taken off of her.
What do you think, Renu?
I'm sure she's torn between the 3 children, and then she's got her business, and then trying to get that off the ground. So she's working, she's doing all that. She's like being the breadwinner, plus the mum, plus the cook, plus the cleaner. So I think if we could, yeah.
And so far, her business is giving good signs. So there is a sign to progress. She reminded me of my own story. Do you remember the days when we were packing, unloading, loading, going to the airport?
Those were the days.
Those were the days,
Yeah.
standing in the queue.
Where you had to do everything yourself.
Yes, I remember.
You've come a long way.
You know, I was lucky because I had my wife Renu to help me when I started my business, and she supported me. So we all agree.
It would absolutely be nice to give something back.
For Ramy, getting Renu and Ray's blessing to support Yutunde means absolutely everything. After all, Ramy and Yutunde are well and truly kindred spirits. Now that we've gone back into his past, Ramy needs to think of the future and decide in what way he can make a life-changing difference to Yutunde and her family. So I'm on my way to catch up with Ramy, and I know that during the week he met up with Yutunde, and I'm really interested to hear what he thought of her. They're polar opposites when it comes to wealth. Yes, of course they are. But rather similar when it comes to entrepreneurial spirit. I think so anyway. And seeing Yutunde's struggle must have really reminded Ramy of how he struggled when he started out in life. I wonder if he's willing to help her fulfill her business potential. Let's go and find out. Ramy is waiting for me just around the corner from a park where Yutunde has gathered friends for a photo shoot to model her latest designs to advertise on social media. So it's time to find out precisely what Ramy's decided for the unstoppable entrepreneur. Hey, Ramy.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello, Alex.
Nice to see you again.
Very good to see you. Thank you.
So you met up with Yutunde.
Yes, I did. What an experience.
Really?
Yeah, she's an inspirational young lady, and listening to her story, I was really moved.
In what way?
It brought back memories for me, and I felt exactly as she was feeling today. Another immigrant like myself, you know, trying to realize her ambition and dreams. I could really experience the determination and the motivation she has to rise above all the challenges she's facing at the moment.
Yeah, because she's struggling with space at the moment, isn't she?
Yes.
So have you decided that you're going to help her?
Yes, I'm going to help her, definitely.
In what way?
First thing first, she's looking for space. And I'm going to offer her space in my warehouse, free of charge. She can stay there. No bill for electricity, no water, no gas.
Wow.
And the other advantage is because, you know, we are exporting to Africa. The people from all over Africa come visit me, and she'll be able to make contact with these people.
Wow.
And I will also help to design her a catalog. And I have an in-house design team. So we will help her get a catalog ready for her. And she also needs an industrial sewing machine. At the moment, she's using a domestic machine, which breaks down. It's not as fast. So I'll give her the industrial sewing machine so she can work fast.
Wow, Ramy, all this sounds like a fortune.
The gift of providing Yutunde with warehouse space and buying her an industrial sewing machine will cost Ramy around £7,000.
Britain has been great to me. You know, as I came here with nothing, now with the help of so many people, I have something now. So it's only fair that I can also share. So I'm going to help her, and also I will guide her, so she can learn how to build a world-class company from nothing.
I think you've been so generous. I really do, Ramy. And have you put all your thoughts down in a letter, have you?
Yes, I have done a letter to her in my own handwriting.
Okay. Well, I know that she's in a park. I think we should go and surprise her now, don't you?
Let's do that.
Come on.
Let's do that. Thank you.
It's that exciting moment, telling Yutunde what we've really been up to, and for her to discover that her life's about to change forever.
So how are you feeling?
Oh, well, I'm really excited. Looking forward to meeting her and to trying to surprise her.
Well, we're definitely going to surprise her. She has no idea you're coming. She has no idea I'm coming. I'm getting a bit nervous.
Oh, well, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, she's having a little photo session with her friends just behind that bush over there, I think. So,
like to capture her expression.
Yeah, it should be good.
Surprise her. This
Absolutely.
is your life.
I just hope she can read your writing.
I hope so. Otherwise, you'll have to help her.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
She hasn't seen us yet. She's now seeing us, I think. Hi! Where's Yutunde?
Oh, Yutunde, how
Come
are
over
you?
here.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Ala Jones from the BBC.
Hiya.
Don't look so frightened. Nice to see you. Now, listen, you thought we were doing a programme just about aspiring entrepreneurs. Well, it's not the whole story, is it, Ramy?
How are you, Yutunde?
I'm fine.
No, nice to see you again. Yes?
Thank
You've done some magic on me. I had to come back again to meet you.
Oh, I'm so shocked. I never thought you would come back.
Yeah, there you are. I have something for you. I hope you can read my handwriting. So here you are. This is the letter.
Will you read it out loud?
All right.
Take your time.
Where do I start?
Yes,
just start at the beginning.
It was inspiring to meet you on Monday. Listening to your life experience brought back memories of the time when I found myself in a similar situation, when I was working hard to take my business off the ground. Your story of courage and determination, and I found it not only inspiring, but also moving. To help you on your way, I would like to offer you some guidance and practical help. To start with, I would like to help you design a catalogue
of your dresses.
And design so that you can distribute them amongst your potential customers. I would also like to buy you an industrial sewing machine, which you desire so badly, and I will also offer you space in my warehouse.
There you are.
I'm just shaking. I will also offer you space in my warehouse in Brentford so that you can expand and have more space to grow. Best wishes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm shaking. I can't stand.
Don't faint on me. Don't faint on me. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got
There
space in
the warehouse.
For how long?
As long as you want.
Oh, Thank you.
At least for a year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so you got a new industrial sewing machine, and also the catalogue.
Yeah, we'll make your
I'm so
catalogue.
grateful.
So will be beautiful catalogue with your dresses, your design, so you can send it to all over the world.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
What difference do you think this will make to your company?
Expand it, and people will be able to see what I can do and offer the whole world, my design. So help me to be able to work harder and more space and to be more creative. So it's just,
Oh.
Oh, don't cry, you set me off. Oh.
There you are.
Thank you.
It's your story, your determination, your courage. That makes the world tick.
Should we have a round of applause for them both? Oh. Are you happy?
Yes. Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a
Can we
pleasure.
have a picture? You know.
Yeah, you're going to have a picture? Do you want to all come in and have a photo?
Yeah,
Come on.
we can all have a. Come on, all beautiful girls. Come on. Everyone.
You've got a smile, yeah?
Yes. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we are so. Thank
Got
you.
it?
This is so wonderful.
You're shaking.
I'm also shaking.
Well, listen, it's lovely to meet you, and good luck with the business.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you very
And
much.
we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. I'm so
Thank
happy.
you.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you.
That's
And-
super. Thank you.
Well, listen, we'll leave you to it, to your photo shoot now, and all the very best to you.
There you are.
There we go.
Thank you.
Come on then, Ramy.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye, guys. See ya. Oh, that's
so
good.
good. Thank you.
Oh, it's, I'm speechless. I wasn't expecting it. I'm just shocked. Oh, I just wanted to like show my dresses. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but I'm happy. I'm just speechless. I don't know what to say.
I felt humbled and I felt so lucky to be in a position where I am able to help someone. You know, I had no idea this will be so emotional experience. And I nearly cried with her.
I can't believe what happened. Oh my God, I'm so excited for her because this is all what she wanted. So I am really happy for her.
I am so proud of her because I have been behind the scenes with her and I know how much hard work she puts in for this work to come out looking like this.
I'm just so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to everything else after this. I'm really excited. Now I can work towards my dream with more space and more equipment. Then I'll be able to achieve all my goals.
What an amazing experience that was. Yutunde was in total shock, wasn't she? There's no doubt that she's a very talented designer, but with Ramy's generosity and advice, well, he sowed the seed for her to grow her business and have a much brighter future.